Jumps, tucks, and acrobatic handstands in every position imaginable. This may look like a behind-the-scenes practice for the latest Cirque du Soleil show, but in fact it's local gymnasts who are preparing for some very big competitions later this year. The pair of Ellen Bradford and Max Broden are practicing their routines as part of a new program offered at the Okanagan Gymnastics Center called ACRO. The routines combine dance and acrobatics to create intense and highly skilled performances based on both balance and acrobatic skill.
We have two routines. There's one called a balance routine where, as it says, it's mostly balance. You have to hold your skills for 3 seconds. And we have one of those routines. And the next one's our dynamic routine, which involves throwing and catching. So you don't have to hold for 3 seconds, but you have a little more danger involved as there's throwing and catching involved.
I like dynamic the best because you get thrown up more in the air and it's a little bit more intense than balance, which is all about control.
Both Max and Ellen bring a gymnastics background into the sport of acro, which is popular in Europe and fairly new in both BC and across Canada. They've been working together since the middle of last year and are continuing to improve as they build their trust level together, which is one of the most important aspects when it comes to performing.
Trust is key, and it's something you don't have right away. So you meet a new top, new base, and it's something you work on with smaller skills, and as they realize that you're not just gonna, if you mess up, you're just not gonna let them fall. You have to let them down gently, try to catch them, so it's key to have trust both between the top and the base. And communication is also very important, as you have to talk of what's not working, what they don't like about it, and as you work through that, your skills get better and better and more reliable each time.
There's a lot of nonverbal communication that goes along with it because there's a lot of times it's the timing and they have to really work a lot of hours to mesh that, to understand their nonverbal communication.
The duo will travel to Texas in late April to compete at the Love, Peace, and Acro competition. It will be their first since beginning their training together. It's an exciting opportunity as their age difference restricts them from competing in many tournaments due to official rules.
For some meets, there's a certain age difference between your partner, your base, and your top, and if you're not within that age difference, you can't compete. But we learned there are some competitions that the age difference doesn't matter. So you can't compete everywhere, but there are certain places, and Texas was one where it's an open age group, so I was able to capitalize on that.
Our goals for Texas are just to do our best. Like, it's amazing that we even get to go, and the experience is going to be amazing, and we just want to shine and show people what we can do.
It's always fun just to watch other people who are doing it and where they're at and how they've developed, and we're just in Canada trying to get the sport out there, let others know about it, and that's a great opportunity.
Even though Ellen and Max are relatively new to the sport, they know what it takes to be successful, and they hope to utilize those strengths on their way to victory.
Dedication, for sure. If you're not dedicated, there's no way that you can go far. Definitely flexibility, because there are some crazy skills out there that you need to be able to do.
You can't be afraid to try new things, and you got to realize that you're not going to get it the first time you try. You can't be afraid to mess up.
For more information about the Okanagan Gymnastics Center, visit OkanaganGymnastics.com. Reporting for Shaw TV, I'm Brendan Osborne in Kelowna.